Hey guys, good morning. Starting today like a real vampire. A real vampire today. Stream starting late, which means they're also gonna be ending late as well. Can't wait for LH ASMR. ASMR eating cereals. I'm not today. I had a burger for breakfast. Yoo-hoo! Hey guys. We are here with the Dwarfs campaign where we are facing the end times. We're gonna call the 10 times chaos the end times pretty much. 118 turns in, the second wave of Rise of Chaos. Archaon is not here yet, so we cannot defeat the Chaos until he comes. The Rise of Chaos happen when you expand sufficiently or enough time has passed, and they do have not full armies, not high rank lords, and only half their army is quality. Unlike Chaos Invasion, which comes also when your sufficient expansion has been reached or enough time has passed, that come with full armies, fully stacked generals, and their elite units for most part.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Yoo-hoo! Hello Grimson, thank you 5 months. Where were we? We saved the game here. Okay.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What
Hey, Hooded Man, thank you. This is towards the end of the turn, I think. Janham Mountain is about to rebel. 2 more turns for the Brimstone Guns. We really need them Brimstone Guns for the Hell Cannons.
Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts.
Another rebellion here. We have a confederation penalty. We are confederating everybody now. All the dwarves. Put all the dwarves under one banner. So we can actually get Archaon to fight. Would be pretty bad if we have to fight another wave of Rise of Chaos. But we're getting experience, so it's not that bad. Some of the battles might feel a little bit repetitive, but when there's such a huge force is coming, you know, it's only natural.
Summon me if you dare.
Roman is ambushing here, okay. Roman are here.
The White Dwarf.
2 extra lords on this economy, yeah. Wizard has been harassed here, but nobody can harass me anymore. That Vampire Fleet Captain is dead. We're gonna try to poke these guys here. For some reason they're not moving. I have seen actually this before when they eliminate their target. Okay. One extra Iron Warden tank card. Do we have it on Shit Wizard? We do. Shit Wizard has pretty decent gear. Grudges, Hell Pit, and we have a grudge against Borgor, a Warherd of Chaos Lord here, as he was raiding. We don't want this to fail again. Scottish army is ready to move. And we're sending Belegar to help the elves, so they don't get overwhelmed by the invasion. See this here? This is pretty much your standard Dwarf Doom stack. A couple of units, you know, can be whatever you want, but this is one good example here. Okay. Some people, you know, diss the Brimstone Guns, but if you don't have the good target for them, you can always kill the Lord. And that roll is pretty good. The enemy army will rout even faster when your range starts pummeling them. A Brimstone Gun can solo nearly any Lord in the game, as long as that thing's in the air. You know, it's a micro unit, so you have to put some effort to control it. You don't just want to go AFK with the Oran Guns and the Flame Cannons behind the Iron Breakers. You have to be active on the battlefield. Brimstone Guns are better than ever, and I feel like every Dwarf army now should have 1 or 2 Brimstone Guns.
What Unrug. How can I help?
Okay. What makes the Bugman Rangers better than the Quarters or Thunders? Well, since the AP increased to the Quarters and the Bug Rangers, they basically became almost as good as the Thunders. Since the arc shooting. But the Bugman's Rangers are better than Quarterers because they are stock, Vanguard, regeneration, nearly 1,000 more health. They have charge defense if they get flanked. So you get a much better combatant and they're much harder to kill. At the cost of some armor and some ammo. Do you have to use Bugman Rangers over the Quarterers? You do not have to. Quarterers do their role perfectly. Bugman Rangers are just elite with more options. You wouldn't Frosty, no, but you can. Those two tanks are pretty much those two units I was talking about. They can be anything. It's a waste to use the ghost tanks on the campaign map like we use other tanks, since they are incredible tanks. One of them has Lord stats, and those two can handle half the army themselves in most situations. Those two units go with Belegar just because they're ethereal. Like I said, 2 or 3 units, you can be anything. Extra Iron Breakers, extra Quarterers, extra Thunders, extra Artillery, or stuff like Iron Drakes, Gyrocopters, or Tanks. Extra Engineer, Runesmith. There is a reason to put extra Runesmith, Engineer, and Tane in the army. 2 Runesmiths, 2 Master Engineers are pretty good in the army. But they do need to level up longer than elite unit of Iron Breakers, and they do need gear as well. As you get more gear in higher ranks, the heroes become better to put an extra hero in the army than extra Iron Breaker. Angry Wisp, thank you for your support. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay. This is just gonna be a slaughter here. What? This is on the other side. It is the zone of control that's matter on the other side. This is on the other side because it's zone of control. That's the only way to explain it. You can see this army looks okay. They have 1 Chaos Marauder and 2 missing units. Otherwise, it's a quality Chaos army. We don't want to auto-resolve here. We can. They actually wear us down when you auto-resolve, and you have to think carefully when you're gonna auto-resolve, because we are not elves or other factions that have post-battle option for replenishment. So Dwarfs have to keep in mind when they auto-resolve. Dwarfs are a faction that don't take casualties in battle. If everything goes well in battle, they just don't take casualties. That's special for the Dwarfs. They don't have access to healing or replenishment, but they are really hard to kill, and the range firepower makes sure they almost don't take any damage against certain foes. If there was, for example, our Malekith army there, I could click auto-resolve and replenishment full strength, like nothing happened. Then again, Malekith could kill half of this army himself. Dwarves don't have such lords. All magic users are Vazaks, but magic is extremely powerful.
The clans unite!
Yeah, as long as you keep your focus and don't make any mistakes, the dwarves can handle any foe. The moment you lose your focus and they start to wear you down, that's also part of the challenge. Your stamina, your willpower, your mental capacity to get constantly attacked without making any mistakes and not getting you know, wore down. The war is not just 2-3 battles. The wars take longer than that.
It is a reckoning! Gyrocopter! Flame cannon!
Check the corpses. Let's see. It's permanent. Well, you should not be using a 10-time chaos mod if you have a bad PC. You know, just how it is. Or should I say slow PC, not really a bad PC. There's not really bad PCs these days. Just slower and faster. This one is a little bit extreme here.
Flame cannon! Yes, Dane! Is it time?
2 rulesmiths and a white dwarf could be really nice there.
By my beard!
Well, to be fair, you have to be pretty intelligent to win as dwarves. Well, when you have to face constant attacks and later even more with a higher quality, it's easy to make mistakes. Especially if you like focus. Anybody can win a single battle. Try to win that same battle 30 times.
Organ corner! War and vengeance! Oh no! By the layer's will!
Is it hell cannon? Here.
On the way!
Looks like we arranged of the artillery here. Direct hit. Direct hit!
Gyrocopter!
We're gonna deploy a little further to the back. So the lords get the hits. That doesn't matter that much.
Charge!
Taking 6 casualties here. These guys in the back, they're taking also 2000 damage.
Lord of vengeance! Yes! Gyrocopter! Yes! Yes! Yes!
This battlefield is hell for chaos against the dwarves. As long as we can block the middle with characters and abilities to slow them, they will never cross. Only the hell cannon will do damage, like in case here. 2 shots from the hell cannon quite devastating on the arm breaker, even with 25 magic resist. Also 2 direct hits though. So what do we have here? There's a chariot in the back. Let's shoot the chariot while we get in position here.
Satisfy the grudge! Nothing can stop us! Iron breakers! Pump those dwarfen legs! Strike out! Range far, range fast! Go! Calyx! Right! Understood, Lord! Strike out!
Well, cannons are facing the area there. Okay, pretty good. I don't know, folks. I don't know. We don't really do either vortex, so I can't really tell you about that.
Yes, Lord!
Those Orangan hits are incredible.
I'm killed the food!
Chariot is getting deleted. Put Gromedal with his rune of slowness in the middle. We also have slow on the other guy. We don't really need this one here.
Pump those dwarfen legs! Going, moving!
We can pretty much slow this everything down here. Miasma. Okay.
Vengeance begin.
They're gonna take 1000 damage here.
Nothing can stop us. Iron breakers.
That Miasma was pretty good. 1200 damage.
Aye.
And it doesn't cost you anything else to cast. Just one click.
Colors and core.
Usually they have enough power. These two are made to tank like this. The characters get so powerful that they can tank the whole armies. Not everybody can fight them, but eventually they get wore down. But the dwarves with their gear are really hard to bring down. This guy trying to go through? I don't think so. We have Rune of Slowness, we have Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and the range is slowly making them slower. Hey Hawk, thank you for the sub. The only unit that is really threatening our army is the Hell Cannon and Better Rain. Hell Cannon and Better Rain. So it's good to see that Talisman actually works. 20 ward save against Chaos. Very strong in this case. It's better than Talisman Preservation because it also provides Untainted. Easy access to 20 ward save against this foe. Most threatening units here, Organ Guns. It really depends on terrain. But the Organ Guns could also be if you can counter the Hell Cannons. That's for sure. Counter the Hell Cannons, you're right. Yeah, that's the issue of playing old games. You need to keep old computers, shit wizard. Feels bad, man.
Get them! Plow through! Move now!
Is there a camera plate on the schedule? No, no. Camera is request only. We have about 27% replenishment here in this area. But we'll still execute the captives. We need to confederate the Karakazul to get Archeon to come. Yes, Jeff. This is still the second wave of Rise of Chaos. We have a limited expansion option, so the Dwarf get the Chaos Invasion usually with the turn timer over 140. There's nothing wrong with the Cannon Parov. Pretty nice faction. But if I'm gonna be playing Vampires, so it's gonna be the Vampire Counts or the Von Karstens. There's only 24 hours in the day. And there's only so many days in the year. We have a request for a reason. If anybody cares to see camera, they'll request it. Same like Nakai. I have no intention of playing Nakai unless it's requested. Eventually will be. One day I might, be like, oh, let's see who we haven't played, and we might gonna go play it. but until that day comes, no interest.
Breakers.
Like for example, when he had Legs on Neck and Khalida and the other faction, what was it at the time? I don't remember. What is another map? Because it's on the other side of the river, little brother.
They have wronged us.
When we failed to ambush them, it was on their side of the river because of the zone of control. This is a side of the river of Kislev. The side of the river of Prague is a different battleground.
It is a reckoning.
You know, just, you know, CA things.
Iron breakers.
Apparently, you know, Kislev, Prague. If you're on this side of the river, you get attacked, you get this. If you're on this side of the river and you get a fight from this side, it's a different battleground.
War of vengeance.
They probably forgot to put a different layout if in case it's an ambush. It would be a common oversight.
Let the vengeance begin. Yes. Yes, Thane. Iron breakers. For the Karazanko. Iron breakers.
Yeah, this is relevant for sure. Irrelevant.
Iron breakers. For the ancestors.
Oh my god.
For the ancestors.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Find your targets.
I have not really decided what's gonna be the next campaign yet, but as long as the subs are over 600 and some of the requests campaign, we could have a 10 times chaos in that campaign. Otherwise, you can't request a modded campaign. The possibilities are endless.
There's nothing I can't fix.
Keep in mind, if you request Crooked Moon on this campaign, I might suffer an accidental defeat by turn 50 on day 2.
Organ gunner. For the ancestors. At your command. Organ
I will not be
gunner.
playing Crooked Moon campaigns like this unless there are thousands of dollars involved. Regular Crooked Moon campaign, you can request.
For the ancestor gods. Quarrelers.
Just honest with you guys. Just honest.
Flame cannon. This grudge must be satisfied. Organ gunner. Let the vengeance begin.
Would be pretty cool to see this mod playing as Tyrion. Ultron is quite surrounded.
It is a reckoning.
Okay, let's go deal with the Hell Cannon.
Yes, then. Organ gunner. Barracks ready. Organ gunner. We demand blood. Yes, laddie. Yes.
Yeah, looks like Shit Wizard we're gonna have Cal France with this mod. Holy shit!
Loving the Dwarven end times and watching the Master at work. Thanks for the entertainment. Elk Lord.
Thank you, Scottish Head. It's very generous from you. I have a new man of the month on the top 1 right now for the month. The beats go towards the man of the month. you're wondering about the Man of the Month, there's gonna be easier way to get it in December, because the top 3 cheerleaders and the top 3 donators will each get one. December special. Spell his name right. Yes, Khazard, yes. Several other factions. Even Chaos gets Student, for example. What about your top 3 men lowers? We don't talk about these things on the internet. This is a Twitch channel. Okay. Go shoot that Lord. Oh man, look at these guys. This is beautiful. Drinking coffee, murdering chaos. There's destruction everywhere. Our army is in really mean condition. It's beautiful. It's total war. Well, you know, one second. Somebody could request a Tyrion campaign where we kept range units in the army to 4 or 2. Possibilities are endless, just nobody is requesting anything cool. They're just hoarding their requests. Right now, all campaigns will be played with this mod as long as there are subs over 600 at the point where we're starting campaign. So there is possibilities are endless to request. You can totally cap stuff like that. You can prevent confederations and put a range in their army cap to like 2 or 4. If you want to see difficulty. Oh, this is not a good hit there. What is this? What just happened here? Should have been there closer. The war save. Did I put him on the wrong side and the white dwarf is there? I did. I'm like for a second wondering what's happening there. I should be still fine here. I should get rid of those trolls. I just gotta mix my characters here. You should this thing here now. We don't want those trolls getting closer. Yeah, this is fine. What do we have here? Assault chariots? We don't want the chariots to go through. Make sure we delete those chariots as well. Taking a little bit extra damage here, but the 64 is still good. For this battle we need at least 5 arm breakers, so this will still do fine. I think that the wizard caused 3 miasmas on the same iron breaker. That's the case. God damn that hit! Well, it hit the damaged one. That might cost us that hit. I totally forgot about this, moving the gyrocopter around. Taking how use the half health there. This is what I'm talking about. This type of mistakes can pile up and we can get pushed.
The plans unite! Nothing could stop us!
Yeah, the flame cannon hit the unit as well. But there isn't really, unless you control the, tell them where to shoot, it's gonna happen.
Back out! Move! Have them all in Beard's reach! Shield reckoning! Gyrocopter! Move now! Ah! Nothing could stop us! Plow through!
We have only one battle missile gun in this army, and we need at least 3 flyers to handle the cannons. 2 will not do, especially against 3+ armies.
Will do! Strike out! Range fire! Range thrust! Ah! That's good! Take your targets well!
Okay, get away out of this, the dwarf will go handle it. Occasionally still acceptable, except that it's a shame that Bristol gun taking so much damage. Totally my fault, I left him there to get shot. As in lost focus.
Is it time?
This guy will block us hard. We should just get this close. Evasive maneuvers.
Range fire! Range thrust! Go!
We have 40% resist against the Hell Cannon shot.
Ah! Plow through!
God damn that homing.
Nothing could stop us! Back out! Move now! Ah! Plow through!
Dodged.
Range fire! Range thrust! Shiver as hell! Go! Strike out! Shoot the Wazaks!
Ah, that's weird, Dark Baked. That's weird. I know, I thought the Dwarfs were his favorite faction. I don't know how he underestimates the gyrocopters. How he underestimates the flying capabilities of the unit. Guess he likes AFK formations.
Move now! Yes! Yes! Nothing could stop us! Tear them down! Range far! Range fast!
It's giving a flying unit in a dwarf army is invaluable. Invaluable. Especially when it can so easily deal with the Hell Cannon. The best unit to deal with the Hell Cannon. A single brimstone gun can destroy 4 Hell Cannons. If you are careful and focused, they'll take is also no damage. This was 3 miasma here plus some friendly fire. That's why you get extra iron breakers. Somebody asked why do we have so many iron breakers. 5 is usually works, but you know, when you're dealing with this, you have to think, you know, about the big picture here, not about a single fight. Can Ungrim hold the city unless the city gets reinforced? Yes. No, this is not TV Jam. I have nothing against our card. I have a big bullet in my gun, if needed.
Gyrocopter, runesmith, iron breakers. Let the vengeance.
Or should I say a silver bullet?
Iron breakers. Axes out, lads. For the ancestor gods. Iron breakers. The clans unite.
Usually this unit takes most damage on this side. Mostly goes on the left. Left is the side that gets most units, and if we use Rune of Wrath and Ruin, we can cause quite a mosh pit, because a large unit gets slowed, causes so much bottleneck.
Iron breakers. It is a reckoning. Iron breakers.
Hey, jump flip. Yoo-hoo! Well, if you want to be greedy, get disciplined, jump flip. If not, get Valaya. Valaya is the best dwarf trait for any role. So your heroes never get targeted by the enemy characters. Have you guys noticed nobody's really targeting our heroes that much? It's because most of them have Valaya. If most of your heroes' characters have Valaya, you will avoid over half unit hero harassment, because the odds to harass will be just too low for the AI to even attempt it, since they spend money this time. With not counted for the all factions though. But if you want to be greedy, get disciplined. But discipline doesn't do much for the dwarves. The leadership is useless, and the attack, it's a situation if you're gonna need it.
For the High King.
Valaya is just too good. Too good.
Iron breakers.
If you really like, to build up a strong Thane or a strong Dwarf Lord, get Grimnir. That extra 5 attack will make it much better dueling. The attack, +2 attack, does help on the Iron Breakers and the Slayers and the Lords, but it's not really needed. You're in deep shit if you have to rely on melee units.
Quarrelers. Ja. Quarrelers. We're the ancestors.
Valaya is not only the best trait for dwarves, but might be one of the best traits in the game in general. I think the Grimnir has to be buffed a little, while Grungi is fine. If Grimnir added like physical resist on top of attack, it would be used more. It's just a big discrepancy between the traits, not just with the dwarves, but with all factions, because they use the lazy copy-pasta system between the factions. The whole trait system for the starting trait should be reworked, and most traits should be in the quality of the high elves or the ghost dwarves. a defining character trait why you pick this character over somebody else, not just some generic copy pasta. This is one of the big you know, things that still need to be updated in the game. I just hope developers see it as well.
Select target.
Has to define the character. Why you gonna pick this character over the other? Not just because, you know, the other options are bad. You pick always the same. Unless there are 4 or 5 good options, why are there options in the first place? You understand what I'm saying? Just lazy design.
Flame cannon. Dinocopter.
The copy pasta between the factions with events, traits, and some of the skills has to stop. I mean, in Warhammer 1 you could get Benevolent Grimgor. Benevolent. Well-meaning and kindly. You can have farmer trait on Lewin Lanker. The trait system overall got vastly improved, but the main character traits are lazy and badly designed. The whole system has to improve to the quality of the High Elves and the Clan Angr, the hero traits. And you should of course be paying more for good traits and less for the bad traits. And you should have a chance to recruit the heroes at a higher rank if you pay more. There should be like a box where you click 5 times, you add 5 ranks to the hero, but you spend extra 5,000 gold. Imagine the gold sinks. You actually be able to spend money with elves.
Preparing bombing run.
Or the dwarves.
Vengeance. Take it down. Kazakan.
Get close, they won't be able to fire.
Raise far, raise fast. Plow through. Understood, Lord.
You can drop bombs artillery to destroy the artillery as well. Oh, not enough damage. One of them missed, I guess.
Dinocopter. Strike out. Shoot the wizard.
This is the second wave of Rise of Chaos.
Charge.
There's still new Gladys DLC. I will during the end turn.
Bring death on him. Yes, buddy. Aye. That's an order.
There's a lot of calorie heal, perfect for the flash bomb.
That'll do. Strike out. Obey me.
You know, Chaos could totally destroy this if they had better spells. You can not consistently hold this if the magic was more unpredictable. Which they can't totally destroy this if this gets twice in their favor. But they need more powerful magic to go through this. On the turn, we could be the AI could spam magic even more or even faster, and they could totally break formations like this.
War machine ready. Flame cannon. Yes.
Magic is meant to destroy this totally.
Ready to serve.
Magic can break the line here, and then they're gonna have to they're gonna break. The moment they get into artillery and range, it's over. You're gonna lose half the army.
Nothing can stop us.
The only thing that's saving us here are those iron breakers holding. If they get through, we're dead. Dwarfs might have magic resistance, but Dwarfs get destroyed by magic like any other faction.
By my beard.
Shit, I used all ammo. Fire at will was turned on. God dang! Elich, focus, what the hell?
Reckoning. The white dwarf.
Would I lose if Terem was on the side? No, I would just take more casualties. It's not good.
Let's turn the tide. Grandin Grau. Kill us. The wounds are cast. Will do.
They broke the formation. The Chaos Spawns break formations. It doesn't matter what infant it is, they'll break it. That's what the Chaos Spawn does. But the army managed to rout, okay. The Chaos Spawn has an attack animation which breaks formation. The mass does not help. They have like a whirlwind attack which just pushes everything.
Nightfall. Power of the ancestors.
Smart use of magic, Chaos Spawn, and the Chaos Knights could totally murder this army. Couple more brain cells on the AI and they could do it. Until then, they have to get lucky.
Dinocopter. Boom. Go. For the ancestor gods. Dinocopter. Move now. Charge. Nothing can stop us.
I just have 126 speed.
On the way.
The engineer actually buffs the helicopters now.
Rage beyond reckoning.
True that, Aktama, true that. But they could always get a huge bonus. The Runesmith dampening actually helps against the AI. But you could stake a couple of them and deplete half their magic, but they still have some magic.
By the ancestors.
There's always a way to counter magic. We would counter the we would use all artillery to kill the wizards fast. Guns on wizard. We would just do everything to kill the wizard. 3 gyrocopters, brimstone guns, snipe the wizard. If the magic was that strong, we would go for the wizard snipe. And 3 brimstone guns can kill a wizard in no time. The Crooked Moon should be able to ambush an attack. I hope they change that. I mean, they're night goblins, right? Why don't they have the ambush on attack? Why would night goblins attack if they don't have the advantage? The green screen climates are also fucked up. The desert should be suitable, temperature should be suitable as well. I totally forgot about the green screen climates when they introduced the climates. And this is just made it worse by their bad replenishment. Beastmen having ambush and attack is perfect, because the beastmen, when they attack, they always, you know, come out of nowhere. And it's never expected. Unless they get really huge, and then a huge army assembles and beats them. And then they go back to, you know, getting new troops over the decades to do the same thing over and over again.
Gyrocopter! The White Dwarf! Gyrocopter! Iron Breakers!
Yeah.
We demand blood!
Are we eventually gonna get pushed, Akatama? But if you don't hold this passage, Kisses gets destroyed. So of course it's gonna be this map for as many battles as we can. Why would we leave a good spot? That would be pretty stupid.
It is a reckoning!
Let them destroy Kislev and so we can fight in different battlefields, right? Let's give him a chance.
Iron Breakers! War of vengeance! Down! The clans unite! Iron Breakers! For the ancestors!
Yeah. Eventually we have to withdraw from this position. We cannot fight here forever, because we are slowly getting diminished. We'll take as many battles as we can. When I saw the Mongol invasion or Timurid invasion in Medieval 2, I was like amazed that actually there is actually a threat in this game and not just stomping and very hard. I usually always play with the Turks. But when I saw the stainless steel Mongols, my head just exploded. I never had the PC good enough to play that properly though. 15 minutes end turn times and battles on 5 FPS. I would fight Mongols for like 3 days straight on 5 FPS.
Let the vengeance begin! For the cannons on jaw! Thunderous! Flame cannon! Organ Gunner! The clans unite!
We have not played Medieval 2 campaign, we have played the stainless steel and for the Mongol invasion. Because the Medieval 2 is garbage, same as vanilla Rome Total War. The mods totally saved those games and made Total War more famous. Literally garbage without the mods. Poorly balanced, zoom zoom, click click, finish campaign in a couple of hours, garbage. But Let's face it, when is Clever made a good historical war without mods? This is pretty much their first good game that actually doesn't need any mods. Shogun 2 lasts for a while because it's, you know, limited diversity, but even the mods make it better.
Chucks away!
And I love Medieval 2. It's one of my favorite games.
Vengeance! Strike out! Take your target!
I just, you know, I just faced the music. The historical wars are not that good. They need mods to be playable. Man, just think about it for a second. They build those huge cities in Rome 2 that people love and talk shit about the Warhammer cities. But yet, none of these cities have any garrisons. Imagine that mentality in game design. Huge cities that can fit hundreds of thousands of soldiers, but you get 3 plebs and 500 units in garrison. You can't even cover 10% of the city.
Gyrocopter! Taken!
I feel like the Creative 7 was so afraid of the modders with Rome 2, they totally cut half the support and the convenience for the mods. Because of all those overhauls. It was killing the Total War, you know, DLC sale. Because why buy DLC when you can just make overhauls and do whatever you want with the mods? They go very crazy with the Rome Total War and Medieval 2. So they totally destroyed any support for that. As you know, modding full maps and everything. Without that, might as well, you know, not even have proper mods anymore. The mods make Rome Total War and Medieval 2 great. And what they get as reward, they got minimal support from Rome 2 forwards. When I saw that the Rome is gonna get stuck without a port for the rest of the existence of Rome 2, I cried. Cried, but nobody heard me. Imagine that. The city of Rome without a port. Never has port in any of the campaign maps. And we can't even put it with mods. Because the engine does not allow that to be modded. Only the CA can do it.
For the ancestor gods! Comprendo!
At least the DLC for Warhammer games are excellent. So we can't really complain about that, and they're limiting to the mod restrictions. The Black Sea colonies, the Greek, you know, I mean. You wanna be cool? Buy Sparta DLC. Some of the worst shit I ever seen. Some of those factions don't even have tier 4 ships in the water, while they can build tier 4 ports. Those faction DLCs for Rome 2 gotta be the worst DLCs they ever done. Hopefully those people don't no longer work at sea anymore. Ooh, that's a mess here. Why is there a mess? Because there's no guard mode. Elich gets really distracted today. Just get me going on a historical total war. Oh man, that's a mess.
Iron breakers.
Go back into position.
For the ancestors. Ready to aim. Now. Blessing others.
Get rid of the chaos spawn there.
Shine like to it. Rage far. Rage fast.
Well, of course, the Warhammer is more successful than all the Total Wars, because Warhammer is more famous than Total War.
Plow through.
Warhammer gained Total War. Warhammer Total War gained way more players and fame they ever got through any amount of Total War games they did before. This is the game that made actually Total War, you know, not be compared that much with other strategy games. It's Total War. God damn, it's Civilization. People know about this game now. And it's thanks to Warhammer. Not Rome 2 or Attila or what came before. That was for a minority of people.
Flame cannon.
For this unit, so they don't break position. Otherwise, they will go like this the moment they get attacked. Have we seen the line broke there? It's because they didn't have the guard mode.
Let's turn the tap. Go. Charge. Move now. Nothing. Rage beyond reckoning. At last.
For shield wall units, for the units that want to hold position, guard mode. For the units, range units, guard mode. It's natural. These units have to be in perma-guard mode, so they don't leave their position. I forgot to put guard mode on everybody except the Brimstone gun. So for some reason I put guard mode on everybody but the Brimstone gun.
I got it.
Guard mode is essential to this type of strategy.
What does that? I shall.
I know, but that's pointless, because you want to decide yourself. Auto skirmish, auto guard mode, that's just pointless. That makes no sense to have turned on all the time. Default guard mode, default skirmish mode is pretty bad. Even default run is pretty bad, but you get used to play with it. Because for example, a flying unit moving like this all the time will just lose vigor, but it can move at the same speed but just moving regularly. The difference is going double is they're not gonna get staggered by the missiles. While going like this, they're gonna get staggered by the missiles. But this way you lose vigor, this way you don't lose vigor. And there's various units other than get affected by stuff like this. These things are for convenience, and most of these things is bad. You should wanna micromanage all this yourself.
Thunderers! Move! Here! On my oath!
Well, if you're playing with the greenskins, that setting is pretty bad, because you don't want to put guard mode on the greenskin strategies. You're only gonna put it sometimes on the artillery and some of the range units, but eventually most of the armies will not even use these units, so the guard mode is useless. Same for the beastmen. These 3 characters are not always gonna be in guard mode. Gobs are disappearing? What? They're not disappearing. Well, we could start with good battles, Akatama. Their design policy for battle duration is shit. 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 Yoo-hoo. The historical wars would be already much better if they just make the battles last a minute longer. They should be like 2 minutes longer. Well, anybody that use mods in ROM 2, for example, especially early on, like 2014-15, when you compare how the CA formations fight, especially spear on spear, and when you compare it to, for example, Radius, the amount of casualties and that happen on both sides is like such a big difference. It's like a totally different game. Early ROM 2, Praetorians wouldn't even swing his swords, it would be killing 15 soldiers a second. Contact with some of the units would just cause casualties, especially if you were not zoomed in. This is a system where they used to lower lag. So the numbers of kills will go up, but most of the kill animations would not be even shown. Spear fighting other spear should last long to kill each other, because the spear units require on tactics, flanking, and outplaying your opponent, not by brute force, but by other means. And how they did it in the ROM 2, just the base game, is just stupid.
My God. Have you seen that shit?
And it's still, the spear on spear action in a regular game is still slow compared to the rest, but still too fast compared to anything else that the mods do.
Send your king my regards, Umgi.
It's like the CA policy is like those spears are fighting each other and they take them like 5 minutes to kill each other. That's too slow. Make it faster. What is the tactics of the tactics game? This is real-time tactics. This is not the RTS. Not playing StarCraft 2 here. It's okay, CA, if the spears take long time to kill other spears. They're not damage dealers. They're gonna need cavalry and other maneuvering to cause the other spears to die or rout. But no, they adjust the duration of the battles, so even the spears cause so much casualties, the battles go so fast. Not only it's unrealistic, it's stupid, and the only reason why it exists is because multiplayer. And don't even get me started on to multiplayer, because I played it, and I got cancer. Not a word you wanna use. Yeah, I've been my thing for 2 years. Let me tell you a bit about the multiplayer players in historical these games, or Total War in general. Almost half of them, 40 to 50%, are the worst toxic scumbags that ever walked this earth. The other half get irradiated by this half, and then they just spread new boxing, any type of cheese, like it's the worst thing ever, everywhere. And then you have that small minority of 10 to 50% people like me and some other guys who just want to have a good time, fight a battle where nobody's, you know, just abusing anything, cheesing anything, and have, you know, just nice battle. And those people, you know, most of the time, you know, trying to get another player of the same mind to play a battle like that, but no, they're getting irradiated people with those toxic comebacks or toxic comebacks, and you know, they just can't have fun. And eventually, the toxic comebacks half becomes bigger and bigger, and a lot of butthurt people, you know, stop playing the game. I don't know who actually enjoys playing this. Multiplayer is just for playing with friends, co-op, campaign, or some friendly battles. With random people on the internet, make sure to use Radix. Lots of vodka too. And why would they promote such an environment? I don't know. Nobody talks about it, but it's there. I'm gonna sort this income problem. We really need these brimstone guns. Doom Kingdom has been destroyed now. I'm loving the trade we have this campaign here, and the fact is not really glitched. There is still hope for the CA to fix this ancient bug. Doom Kingdoms got overwhelmed by the last defenders. Now it's good time to compare this. We lose the gems here, marble there. There's so many resources gonna get wasted in this faction, they're gonna do nothing. Gold, gems, marble, card obsidian, exotic animals, timber, iron, spices, gems, medicinal plants. If these guys don't make contact with chaos, all these resources are wasted. Want to check on the various DLC. Sorry guys for interrupting. This is the other game I play sometimes. Quite enjoyed quite a bit. Warhammer 4000 Gladius, Relics of War. So they announced a Fortification Pack DLC. Looks like with a total of 6 new units, this DLC a must-have, and will allow the strategic options for play. Strategic options, ooh, love the sound of that. October 17th. Don't give me this. Developers will send me a code. So what exactly is this the units? Space Marines get an Aquila Macro Cannon. Macro Cannon Aquila strong points are massive fortifications often used as bastions in Imperial defense battle lines. Each consists of a munition silo topped by a large turret that houses a huge macro cannon that gives the strong point its name. So looks like fortifications, huh? Love the sound of that. Ho ho ho, my boys! Look at that! I'm only getting turned on here. Look at that shit! Oh my god, it's awesome. Planetary defense. Big maps full of enemies. Hopefully they fix the bugs with the AI breaking the economy. Voice shield generator, Noctilit's crown, Gauss pylon. Orcs get a big mech. Biowars. Oh, we definitely gonna try this shit. Been itching for some more Gladius. Oh man, look at this. This is gonna be cool. It's coming in like a week. Okay, what do we have here? I'm a fan of Warhammer 4000 and would totally like to see in a total war environment. But you know, can only dream about such things. So that sounds like a big project. This already was a big project over a span of years. I would kind of like that it just keeps doing the fantasy total war, but you know, it will run out eventually. This is the greatest campaign they built so far in Total War games, the Mortal Empires, and the Warhammer 3 is getting an even bigger one. So we have all the skills here. So Answer Grudge is always you know, a thing you take on RuneSmith, because there's nothing else to take. RuneSmith lacks skills. Should have all heroes should have a unique set of skills alongside with their skill, or at least the generic dwarf skills. The RuneSmith is missing some melee capabilities. So I would like to see a couple more skills for a RuneSmith regarding melee, maybe a line until Force Seeker. These skills are not relevant. Not really. Wound is the only one you're gonna get that might be actually situational, but why would you put a RuneSmith, skilled RuneSmith outside the army? We need regions. We need to fight the Chaos Invasion so we can actually defeat them. Confederations next in 2 turns. We can expand in Lustre with 1 army, it's bad climate. Other than going to war with our allies and friends, there's no way to expand, so we just have to wait for Chaos.
I answer to clan and hold. I cannot, for I will break an oath. Move!
The Layer's will binds me to you.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
So it does look like they forgot the Beastmen on this list. Greenskin tribes, Vampire counts, Chaos and Norsk, but there's no Beastmen here on this list.
You know who I am. For the wisdom of the Layer. Ready axes.
Let's please not kill the Slayer. See, this is zero casualty battle.
Moving. Ready. Ha ha. Yes. Attack. Forwards.
It's a mixed experience for Roman and his army.
We march. No. Never. One rug, as the High King commands.
One skill point here. We need Thunderer. And get the Rune of Negation. Not really necessary. Just put the Iron Wardens. Huh. Well, holy shit, West Weasley. Definitely got something there. I totally forgot about this. We can stake this with the Rune of Slowness. Totally forgot about this shit. This is better for Grombendel than the Iron Warden's Hammer. We get 12 defense, frostbite attacks, and a chilling aura for a tank. Fuck this shit here. This is better. We don't need Grombendel to kill shit, we just need to slow them and pin them. That is a good one. Oh, that was a good one. We've been so blinded by the Iron Warden's Hammer, Perfect Vigor, we forgot that the weapons like this exist. This also stacks with the Rune of Slowness. This is overpowered. This is better for tanks than the Iron Warden's Hammer. No, this is for tanking crowds, so your range can kill them before they move. If the enemy is slow, it's unlikely they're gonna try to move forward. And it gives 12 defense and a frostbite attacks. This shit overpowered. Finally found another weapon for Dwarves in the Iron Warden Hammer spam. Oh my god, I was so blinded by this shit that I forgot about this one. Nice one. This is very powerful. This is very powerful. Frostbite causes slow, and there is another 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 slow. Good luck reaching your lines. This is the best weapon for the dwarf tanks. Totally forgot about it. I always want to try test it, try it out. It will go how we're gonna go with the White Dwarf Flash Bomb. Will it actually cause them to stop moving? But totally forgot about it. Totally forgot about this. So basically Flash Bomb becomes 16 seconds Tormentor Sword. This we'll see it in battle, but this might be the best dwarf weapon now for the range shenanigans. You don't need a dwarf killer when you can just stop the enemy army from moving. If you get more runes of slowness with this, every rune of slowness, per rune of slowness, you should use the Gatekeeper Hammer. That's like hands down. You use this and this together, and then you can use a Runesmith to cripple a unit, not make them not move for 90 seconds, large units especially. Totally got together. We get more of these babies. Now this thing stack, I know they stack because I used other stuff. I used stuff like this in the past. I just totally forgot about this. Like I said, we are so blinded by the Iron Warden's Hammer, Perfect Vigor, that we forget to add other strategies. This is a great thing about this weapon and a bad thing about this weapon. Because this weapon is even better for tanking than this one. This one, if you want to eventually survive on top, this is like a Slayer King weapon. If you make sure that your guy just never stops fighting, goes well with regeneration, well, this one makes the whole army gonna perform better. And 12 defense is insane. These weapons are equally good, with the slow weapon being slightly better, if you ask me. How did I forget that shit exists? How many Chaos Armies we destroyed, and then only one person in the chat said a thing about this weapon.
To die in battle.
That's probably the best dwarf tank weapon. This one here. This is a damage dealer, well this is tank. And it's a good we have options and not just, you know, spam Ironwarden's hammer. Just totally forget about this one.
By the king's command. How can I help?
Exactly, Marconos. True that as well. I always want to try that one that I just forgot. Just need a small reminder and then it kicks back in. We say, you know, we're gonna try this thing, that thing, you know, it accumulates and then we don't try half the things. That slow aura is ridiculous for the dwarves. Because the slow is the best thing the dwarf lords can have around them. With chilling as well. Oh man, frostbite, rune of slowness, flash bomb, rune of wrath and ruin. Oh my god, I think I need to go change my pajamas. That's a good one, good one. Wes Weasley made my day. Totally forgot about it. Blinded by the Iron Warden's hammer too much.
Grimnir's axe thirsts.
We need these brimstone guns. We should not auto-resolve, we're taking too much attrition. For dwarf lords, you either make them a better melee expert or you go for utility. And utility is gonna be better. Because the rest of the army works better when you have support for them. It's army as one, not a single dwarf. It's teamwork. Shield wall, range, and dwarves, the lord's character supporting that. It's all about that. It's not about personal prowess. Where's my mobile art guy? On the way. I have to say this battlefield is such high quality. Wish we had more battlefields like this and this type of quality. But it's pretty bad on this side. We can deploy it here though.
Organ gunner. Iron breakers. Yes, Lord. They have wronged us. Quarrelers. We demand blood.
We need the opening here, huh?
Let's be about this.
Seeing the rune of slowness and now seeing that the hammer with a chilling aura, just my mind explodes. How have we missed it for so long? Just poof, poof. I don't want his hammer. That's old news, man. That's crap. Just get AoE slow, 36%. Not sure if you know, but reduction to speed cancels charge. Unit cannot charge if they don't have enough speed. And that's the biggest meme about the corpse cards. When they increase the charge bonus. Ever had a battalion notch confrontation challenge campaign? Yeah, we did. Our purple one's bad, one of them is bad, the other ones are not good compared to the blue ones. slow them down, and then you get the extra walls there. Just imagine now with the extra slow. Holy shit, our we've been blind this whole time by that perfect vigor. Too much tradition, not enough innovation. That's the half a dwarf in me. This guy goes slow, they couldn't even reach the line. And that's the reason why to use multiple runesmiths in the army. Two are pretty good. Holy shit, some shenanigans come to my mind now, right now. You can only cut one purple because it's unique. You can't really do that, Marconos. Eventually they wear you down, and you eventually make mistakes. With the Twitch chat next to you, it's even higher chance. I'll make a mistake eventually, and we're gonna have to fall back. Keep in mind, these armies are not dangerous. There are just so many of them. Let's talk about their unique items for a bit. Let's evaluate these items again. 12% weapon strength is pretty good in the beginning. This one is pretty good to get a little bit more damage, consistent attacks. This one is crap. 19 gems. 90 in card obsidian. Card obsidian is rare in the beginning unless you get iron rock, but the stats on this are pretty decent. Prep. Marble. You're not gonna get marble easily in the game. And only greenskins came in crap. Dragon Slayer Axe. Bonuses large weapon strength and Dragon Slayer Axe. So if you drop to low health, you get quite a big buff. 15 weapon strength and 5 attack. 12 weapon strength, 12 strength bonus is large. This is just a weaker Iron Wooden's hammer, so it's crap. Get Kitter's hammer, you get 12 defense, which is huge. Frostbite attacks, which is huge for a dwarf character because slow. And then you get a chilling aura. My mind is blown that I forget about this. This is one of the best ones, especially if you use more than 3 characters in the army. This is a reason why to put more runesmiths and more tanks in the army. This is a big deal. Iron Wonders Hammer, one of the best. Perfect vigor, weapon strength, more infantry. Make your dwarf fight to the end. You have a Starbreaker, good attack, good weapon strength. Have Discourage, a heroic killing blow. A lot of damage dealing stats, but the stats are irrelevant because this gives perfect vigor. Losing vigor makes these stats shit, keeping max vigor better than all of this combined. Elf's Bane, a joke. A joke. Unless it kills elves the moment you gaze upon them, who cares about this? This item should be made a little bit more fun. Like when you're attacking, trigger bombardment. Elf Bane deal damage to elves in a 55-meter radius. This is shit. Let's see the armor ones. Defense is not bad for 30 if you're lacking armors. The extra armor not matter. The speed is decent. Not good, not good, not good. Stock Snipe, pretty good with some shenanigans. It goes well with Master Engineer, so they don't see him. Crap, this is decent. Get terror on your units with physical resistance, but it costs 200. This one is overpriced. If it costs 90, you would craft a lot of this. until they get better armors. Frostbite, it doesn't matter for the range attack, Booker. You use it for the aura and the melee hits. But it should give. Poison gives both to melee and range. Maybe the Frostbite is unique to that, we'll see. This is crap, 200, look at this garbage. Iron Warden Shield, it's decent, but a little bit overpriced for 200. You're rather gonna go for other stuff, Perfect Vigor, Regeneration. This gives you 12% ward save when your hit points die. It just makes your dwarves even tankier, which they're already tanky, so not that good. I would say the Dragon Slayer scales is still better than this one, but it's 200 for this item, it's a little bit weird. If your physical resistance was higher, this would make sense. The armors are not that good to craft as long as you haven't crafted all the weapons and the other stuff. You're eventually gonna get enough old gold, you'll be crafting armors and the talismans, but priority goes to weapons and enchanted items first. The Star Metal Plate is good and the Alaric Armor is good. You wanna craft both of these. These are good items. Talismans, a lot of trivial stuff. There is Fear here. You can get Terror on the armor. Old Guard Tanker is not bad. If you can't really build the enchanted item for healing, you should get the enchanted item for healing. This one is good. We started crafting this one because we had mainly dealing with these factions. Bad. This one is pretty good. Weapon strength on a talisman attack and the buff. I could totally see this going together with some units, but it's melee. You can definitely use this one a little bit higher value than some other stuff. Runesmith close to the Iron Breakers, or on a Tain. Looks like a Tain item if you want to have a Tain flavor in the army. Same things for this. This is like Tain items. You want to use this on Tains. If you want to get a little bit more offense or a bit more defense. Enchanted items. This enchanted item, this slot, they usually don't have the resistance, so the resistance is okay. Stock could be useful, but what you really want is Prospector Spyglasses for the engineers, and the Iron Warden Tankard for everybody else. So every dwarf has that generation. This is one of the best items dwarf can craft. I have been paying attention in town, it worked so far on everybody. This is overkill crap. This one is good. This bombardment is good. You get 2 of them. This is a definitely item you want to get. Possibly on your engineer, 200-meter range, or your runesmith. And can't really say much about this item. It's a enchanted item in physical resistance, which is okay, but this ability is a little bit weird. Summon items, you know, and everything. Basically, if you're not sure what to craft, the best items for tank, damage dealer, the extra tank is tank, supporting range, damage dealer, never get tired, and Prosperous Spyglass on every Master Engineer, and Iron Warden Tankard on every single character that you have in the armies except Master Engineers. That's like the safe bet to go for. If you have 2 or 3 melee experts with Gatekeepers element in the army, this can be so crippling to the enemy approach that this is crazy for the runesmiths, even crazy for the Tains, and even on the legendary lords. The defense with the other defense can go so high that they have more defense than the Iron Breakers. We definitely missed this one. This one is incredible. Too blinded by the Perfect Vigor. Perfect Vigor isn't everything. The dwarves are already extremely tough. Having utility like slow, extra slow, and never get hit. In the grand scheme of things, there are strategies which can make this extremely overpowered. Especially with Rune of Slowness, Flash Bomb, and Rune of Wrath and Ruin.
Send me to vengeance.
Thorgrim, Grimnir Heirs here.
I answer to clan and hold. Asinine mortal! Ready? Punish the grudge makers. The throng is
We have to get these brimstone guns here. There's a limit how much these guys can reinforce.
Beyond your comprehension.
And totally lightning strike, this one is still in camp.
I declare war on them.
Yoo-hoo! They're slightly downhill here. Not ideal for the short-range Organ guns. 3 Iron Breakers can hold the center, and the rest can hold the flanks. Our Slayers got killed in this army in auto-resolve. The Iron Drakes are sturdy enough to hold the center, but they have the health and the armor, but they don't have the defense of the Iron Breakers. We're gonna get hit here anyways. Just make it like this then.
For the Countess Encore! Locked and loaded! For mountain and home! For the ancestor gods! Hunt the axe! By King Thorgrim!
You can protect the sides with the characters. Four characters are extremely strong. When you use them, in the ways to block enemies and, try to, tank ridiculous amounts of mobs damage, people, usually go with word cheese. That's how strong the dwarf characters are. Because, they have the idea how the characters are supposed to be used other ways. They learned in multiplayer. It's not allowed to build powerful characters.
For the Countess Encore!
Okay.
Iron Breakers! Range firepower! Ready! War of vengeance! Iron Drakes!
There's a hell cannon there, and we really need those brimstone guns. We really need those brimstone guns. We lose tactical advantage because they have better artillery. Range beats damage. Hell cannon used to be the most powerful artillery in the game, numero uno, but it got over-nerfed. Now it's the organ gun. It's about tactical advantage, Arch Magnets. But yeah, that's that's the right thing to say. If the range grants you tactical advantage, it beats damage. As in, elf archers beat high elf archers beat dark elf archers. But if that range is no longer give you tactical advantage, the dark elf archers stomp the high elves. I would still say, due to positionings and terrain, the high elf archers are always better than dark shards. It's just how it is. The high elves just get so many buffs for them that the dark shards don't matter with the damage.
Obey me!
Well, you're not supposed to fight Emperor in the first case, Merconas, but let's say we're playing a Deathwish campaign. Brimstone guns. But Emperor is harder for us with Brimstone guns because they get countered. Cannons with Master Engineers. 2 Master Engineers have a cannon at 520 range. That's the best way. You never used cannons with close to 600 range? You think the Hellstorm had the biggest range in the game? No. It's the Dwarf cannons that can get extreme range. Overall, the Emperor Artillery might be better than Dwarf Artillery, but you add up Master Engineer to Dwarf Artillery, Emperor Artillery is behind.
Nothing can stop us!
This guy doesn't take any damage. We can just triple speed and wait here until Hell Cannon uses all the shots, but we'll approach.
For the Killer's Anchor! Obey me!
Prospector Spyglass can take now. Only one Prospector Spyglass buff can be active at a time. If you have accuracy buff or something else, it will work with Prospector Spyglass. It's really bad to go to these trees on the hill. Let them just shoot our army, I don't care. We really need those Brimstone guns. The Hell Cannon used to have 40 ammo, they now have much less. So we can take the damage. You have magic resistance, so it's not full damage.
By Valea's will! Iron Drakes! Right! Hey, as you command!
This is pretty good on this side.
Targets Lord!
This Chaos Knights is gonna get wrecked.
Moving out! Nothing can stop us! Iron Drakes! For the ancestor gods! Hey! Drakes!
Important to slow Thorheimer torpedo keeps firing instead of losing, getting stuck in melee.
Iron breakers! Strike out! Pump those dwarven legs! Iron drakes! Plow through! It is an order! Hit your targets well!
Knights managed to get through him.
For the ancestors!
They were about to rout and they recovered. Very unfortunate.
Kazook! Aye! Kazook! The room!
We don't have the rune negation here, huh?
Chaos scum! Yes! Iron drakes! Fire! Reload! Fire! Thunder!
This terrain was not good for us because they had a little bit advantage. And we're taking some damage with the Hell Cannon because we didn't have a tactical advantage.
Iron breakers!
The rune will get some health back while the enemy is fleeing. Thorheimer torpedo did good here. The reload has to go below 10 seconds, it's too long otherwise. Base Thorheimer torpedo is pretty bad because of long reload and short range, but once it gets the veterancy, it gets usable, but still the short range requires 1 or 2 master engineers to be better. Thorheimer torpedo is for any quality unit really. It can one-shot a chosen. So each volley can kill over 10 chosen. As long as they're accurate enough. It does high single target damage. Explosive damage is low. So you can delete a lord or anything quality. So it's supposed to just shoot quality. But it has bonus against large, so you wanna shoot large units.
March! Retake the realms!
Never. Beyond your comprehension.
Bring them!
If I don't auto-resolve here, they'll survive. We're gonna take another turn of attrition. The flamethrower Ardrick is slightly better than Trollhammer torpedo as a unit overall, because the Trollhammer torpedo gets ignored due to existence of Thunderers. Thunderers not only do their job better than the Trollhammer torpedo, but they also have much further range. While the Iron Drakes versus Thunderers is a different case, because the Iron Drakes can make, when you're really outnumbered, can make all the difference. Well, the Thunderers will have a limit on the ammo. It's always nice to have a unit like one of these in the army or the gyrocopters, and that can give you the edge when you really need it. When you don't need it, you're gonna not need it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But we tend to build armies that ignore these units, because we don't get a battle skills for them. Torpedoes is a flavor unit. They're good, but they're better units. Like I said, there's no point using torpedoes since the Thunderers exist, so we have them in the flavor in the army. There's a Hell Cannon there again. The only really bad units of the Dwarfs are Miners, the multiplayer unit. Bolt Throwers, really bad unit because they not give enough damage. and the gyro bomber, missing more entities. This is the only really bad dwarf units. Everything else can get really good use.
Let the vengeance begin!
Oh man, those. This is the last time we have to suffer the Hell Cannons. We're getting some air support. The Hell Cannons have been slowly mincing us.
For the ancestor gods! Thunderous!
We cannot really approach that area again. It's really bad for the range units.
We demand blood! For grim grudge bearer! Quarrelers!
We might need to try to stop chariots from even approaching.
More of vengeance!
It actually turns on automatically K-blocks, and then it's a cooldown, then turns on again. It works. I tried it many times.
It is a record!
It's actually pretty good, but you know, if you're using melee armies, it doesn't really matter much for the range.
War of vengeance!
Yeah, I would definitely like that of gaming. Getting more stats about every unit makes playing longer campaigns even better.
Iron
As you also makes it also more personal too,
is a reckoning!
as you get attached to units,
Iron
especially with a faction like Dwarfs.
they have wronged us! Let the vengeance begin! Iron drakes!
This right side is the doom of all any chariots.
The might of Karazakarak! It is a reckoning!
Waiting for a generation. Torgrim will take the shots here, I think, if they don't move forward.
Organ gunner!
Torgrim has 55 magic resistance, 50 missile resistance, and 35 ward save. He's so tanky that it might be well cheating, you know, taking a artillery shot by just standing still.
Range fire!
Don't mind using a lot to just tank all the missile damage, especially if I play a Morgur. Still have to go around though. So put the army here. I'm gonna be shooting the iron breakers here. They should got totally nerfed. Used to be 100 kills guaranteed in the dwarf battle. Not sure of what's gonna come on the right side, but we definitely need the runesmith here. I'm not approaching because waiting for some regeneration here. They come. It's a suicide to attack this area. But oh, we blind here, shit.
Thunderous! Yes, Lord! Arad! Move now!
Didn't investigate the rain.
Runes of smiting upon them. God!
Okay.
Go!
The chariots on the left are gonna be problematic. Okay, here they come.
Let's be about there! Reach far! Reach fast!
Don't really have to use this.
The runes are cast! Iron dregs!
Have a long reload unless you have the skills.
Strike out! For the Karazanko!
Best thing is you can move while they're reloading, so there's not all is lost.
Take aim! From those dwarfen legs! Iron dregs! Pump those dwarven legs! Kazakan, Kazakit, up! Wait him up, Lord! Yes, Lord!
This I got messed up by the chariot.
Take him down! We fight for our holds against this spawn! Pick your targets well! Pump those dwarfen legs!
The engineer can go with him and sort of give them accuracy in reload.
Iron train!
But that's you know,
Move!
upside.
Bang, bang! Every group! Let's start shooting! Moonsmith! Obey me! Iron dregs! Rage far, rage fast! For the High King!
It's like a rocket launcher. More of a penetration damage than actual explosion damage. We did thorough testing with engineer stacking. There is never a point to do more than 2 engineers in the army. Pointless. Because there is also a limited amount of engineers as the campaign goes. You get them much later in the game, but still, more than 2 is never needed. 2 is optimal. While you want to have 1 engineer in every army. Torpedoes ignore shields. I think so, yeah. What happened to corpses? I don't know. I don't know. The game is buggy that way. I have it permanent. There's some issue with the corpse setting.
Send me to vengeance!
Permanent. It should be working. Maybe the camera was fading them away. This does happen. It's kinda sad that you have to equip it as a rune. You can't put it on anybody else. Kill God Immortality.
To war!
We need those brimstone guns there.
Summon me if you dare. What's your orders?
Nice, we get Max Untainted here.
No, essing I'm mortal. Throne bearers, let's march. Your demise is certain.
30 horses may damage your gun. It's fine.
Forwards! Good. Grimnir's
I never noticed any issues with this before they added the corpse setting.
what?
But the corpse usually disappear.
The High King
They're gonna take some
moved.
more attrition here, which is not good. Not good at all. I'll get the extra battle skill on Torgrim because he had 4 brimstone guns. You want that skill so they get additional 20% more ammo and range, and then get additional 20% ammo from the engineer, range, damage, reload, and actually gonna be quite well in this army. This will be really nice about brimstone guns. They get really good with the skills, technologies in the master engineer.
The throng is mustered. The rune's duty is never done. The runes are ready.
Grudging against chaos is shit. Guys,
King's command.
we have to go again with this again. Don't backseat. We know what we're doing here. We discussed this already so many times. There's only so many times you can talk about the same thing during one campaign. Those are the worst skills in the game.
Bring the oath. Target these oath splitters. An honor.
These guys are avoiding chaos here. Wonder if any chaos is after them, since they're not moving much of this area.
And hold. Into war. Forwards. Anger burns bright.
Okay.
Aye. What do you want? Get those cannons moving.
We have an Orthodox army here. We have using iron rakes instead of regular artillery.
Iron weld.
It's extra army for the north.
I'll cast the runes. Order the England. Very well, I will do as you ask.
Malaya's will binds me to you.
I'm moving.
It's a miracle we haven't lost any characters yet. But will not last forever.
Aye. It's a clan.
Always
and
find this shit. Someone spy for Belagar.
By the king's command.
Oh! Oh, what a nice surprise! Well, we're in deep shit here then. This is what I like to see. Puppets eventually target Southlands. Want more of this. It's rare.
Master Engineer at your service. Sabotage.
This is not good. Might be able to hold against them. We have full garrison here. But how long? How long? The climate is not good. We get we lose 2% replenishment here. We should try to get the replenishment building before it's too late. How many turns? A single turn. We'll drop income for the replenishment building. The city will not last otherwise. Okay. Low recurring +1 and 5% more tax rate now. Let's get this growth here sorted. I have the assault agent there. Another army is out of the question though. We're getting this is battle loot. This is not income really. This is battle loot. The we're fighting the chaos. They can't reach Kislev here, huh? 3 brimstone guns here. Caspi has good armor here. Totally forgot about that one. 60 nice. Get me another gatekeeper's hammer. I love the name, Gatekeeper's Hammer.
You know who I am.
It's perfect for a runesmith. It's probably the runesmith best weapon. Runesmith is not a killer, it's a utility. Support. It's perfect for a runesmith.
Grumbrindle. The High King acts.
It's the victory screen, so short campaign victory. Which requires following: clear grudges, get the dwarf holds, get the victory settlements, and defeat the Warriors of Chaos. Pretty much. You cannot defeat them until the leader shows up, Archaeon the Ever-Chosen, which is when the Chaos invasion happens. It's currently Rise of Chaos, so this is another the main armies. This is just the warm-up. And Dwarfs have a little bit issues triggering the Chaos invasion, because limited expansion options leading to early Chaos invasion unless you expand in a not conventional ways. And we need currently tied to confederations to expand. All the good guys are left, and there is no territories to expand. So we can expand every 5 turns. This is what happens also, and this is pretty much the base. This mod doesn't change the behavior. They pretty much behave like the same. Once they destroy some of these priority elements, some of the puppets of chaos go here. But priority is as following. I think 3/4 Lastria, 1/4 Ultuan. Some of the armies from the Lastria switch to the Southlands if the priority elements are destroyed. That's the air code. They do come here. They are usually 1 or 2 armies, rarely 1 army, but here 1 army equals 7 armies. So they can split it better between Ultuan and here. See the hero situation. We can get another. We can get 2 more Thanes, 6 more runesmiths, and 3 more engineers. 3 more engineers. I'm gonna get some water while I turn this processing.
Talk then, but I make no oath for the surety of your life.
I'm here. What's my favorite lizardman unit? It is still Blessed Stegadon. I see what you're talking about, Booker, now. about the ability glitch.
Yes, then.
Look at that, we have the extra defense. Well, this weapon is still not here, but it was on the campaign map. It's interesting.
Rules of spell breaking.
No, it's glitched.
Gets.
The Booker just mentioned it, and we got it on the first battle.
Kazook. For the Karazhan.
How do they make such oversights, I've wondered, but nobody really tests this shit. Only people who pay attention really see this.
Iron breakers. For the ancestor gods.
If this glitch is common, the Armored Hammer is gonna be the thing. Or did we use this in the past and we learned it was a glitch and we stopped using it? There's definitely something with it.
Iron breakers.
It's been so long since we tried that though.
For the ancestors. We demand blood. Iron breakers. It is a reckoning. The clans unite. Iron break.
There is an issue with some of the items that ability doesn't load into battle. That's an old bug. Booker just reminded me of it.
For the High King. Kazook. They have wronged us. What the vengeance?
Well, it's supposed to be the end of the world, Jungle Bear, not picnic times. We still hold this pass. Nobody gonna destroy Kislev. Maybe Arcane will, but we'll not let him. If Kislev gets destroyed, Kislev loses so much armies to help around. And they do help around to weaken him a bit. So we don't have to fight them all ourselves.
Flame cannon! Organ gunner! For the ancestors! We fire on your command! For the High King! There's nothing I can't fix. Kill Orcs!
On this battle, everybody's got more except the Brimstone gun.
Yes, laddie! For the Karazhan Core!
Okay, let's go.
Gyrocopter!
Yeah, the weapon is glitched. Maybe it's glitched that item.
Go now! Take him down! Iron breakers! Power of the ancestors!
The best dwarf weapon in the game for defense, for tanking is glitched. Why does it not surprise me? Just direct hit.
Breakers!
How many of you here are hoping that we get destroyed and the chaos destroys everybody? I feel like a lot of people are gonna be disappointed when we actually stop invasion, you know. How many of you are here just for us to see us burn? Raise hands! this strategy will not work for always, because unless you bring another army to rotate out, the invasion will overwhelm this area. Having even a moderate chance to get ambushed by Cygors, Minotaurs is out of the question. So we can't stay here forever. It's out of the question. So we're gonna have to withdraw and the castle will get destroyed the moment invasion happens. Yeah, I actually seen this with few items booked before. I totally forgot about that bug. Thank you for reminding me. That's an old bug from the release of Warhammer 2. At least you can report this, Booker, with this slow weapon. They might fix it. The community bug people, and they might, you know, see, might listen to them. Well, as long as there is 600 subs on this channel, we're going to be using 10 timescales more for a while. Every campaign. This means campaigns with house rules and special on as well. It's gonna be exciting couple of campaigns ahead of us, boys. I'm excited myself, and haven't been excited this much since, I don't know, I forgot. Isa is on the list, Amir. And I think it's been unlocked as well. Scottish Egg donated 225,000 bits. That's $250 towards the nation goal. That's pretty much the next milestone unlocked. We've been using chaos mods in the past, Razgis throw. And I like to see, you know, proper chaos from time to time.
Is it time?
There's mainly infantry here now.
It is an order! Shine like
We'll get the bottom with it, but it doesn't work.
I shall! Let the vengeance begin!
This is still glitched. There's a glitch with the flame cannon where they increased the range twice, but they didn't give the first person better arc fire. So, Carrison forgot. You can't really fire manually there.
Gyro Club! For the ancestor gods! Yes! Flame cannon! Anu!
Look at the ground medal, full vigor without perfect vigor. Who needs perfect vigor? It's for seeker. This guy's doing so much damage. Who's this? Vashnar, Lumheimer. Look at that guy. This looks like a hero. It's actually let it go.
The clans unite! Rage fire! Rage fire!
Ah, it's been 2 turns, Ugblood. 2 turns. The extra melee defense is from the Mighty Beard of Defense and camp stance.
Barracks ready!
We're out of ammo here, stop firing. We didn't control the ammo here, pretty bad.
Runesmith!
The melee grinder we're gonna have to be happening here. Go help here.
Charge! The runes are cast! Thunderers! No shoddy contraptions here! By my beard! On my oath! Ashen shade! More of vengeance! Kill it again without the man! I don't give a shit! To the forge! It is an order! Gyro comes
Oh
in!
shit.
Rage fast! Rage fast! Plow through! Strike out! Nothing can stop!
Shit! God damn tail cannons!
Through! Fire on the foe! Charge! Rage fast! Rage fast! Strike out! And go! Go now! Go! Rage fast! Rage fast! Go! Strike out!
We have 40 resistance against Hell Cannon. 15 from the missile and 25 from magic. But still direct hits can do quite a bit of damage.
Cheers! The rooms glow! Fire! Reload fire! Aye! Let me get my tools! Western the tide!
What do we have there? Chaos Spawn.
Organ donor!
Let me show you how they break formation. It's not very common, but it happens.
What the hell?
Pepe laugh, are you ready for
What
real
the
life?
hell? Oh my god, you Cyril, you crazy bastard. Thank you very much.
Gyro
Oh, look, boys, we reached the alien isolation goal. Oh boy. We're starting alien tonight. What's the plan with the alien isolation session? So over at least 1 hour each day until game completion.
break it in!
I'm scared.
Nothing can stop us!
Oh shit.
Plow through! Go! Charge!
Yeah.
White dwarf!
The armor on the Iron Breaker makes chaos from not good, but they have attack animation that can break the line. They might need some momentum to do it though.
Gyrocopter! Yes, yes! Aye, as you command!
Where'd you learn to shoot?
Obey me! Understood, Lord!
There's quite a bit of stuff here. Look at it, he's constantly been on a high wing of this fight. Improved the knockback resistance of the Dwarfs with the last update. They're much better against stuff like Hellspawn now. Grommel's supposed to be their best warrior, but he's second best. So alien isolation goal has been reached. Thank you guys. It's supposed to be my fun for playing WoW, but so much about playing WoW. And also puts royalty towards Man the Month this month.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Yeah. These are the days that are amazing on Twitch when you are playing and enjoying yourself and make $700 in 3 hours. Thanks so much, guys. Allow you to. Certainly, a future is a little less grim. Thanks to you guys. Nah, fuck WoW, I quit yesterday. Uninstalled the Battle.net from my PC. What do we have here? Kazit Borkarak. Yeah, Blizzard is on my shit list. Together with the other two. Here we go again. They delete my Blizzard account? No, no. There might be still hope for them in a few years.
Power of the ancestors! Vengeance!
Well, it's a political thing. We're not gonna go into it on stream, but they have hit the new low. The new low. I suggest you guys, instead of discussing it here, use Google. Google to inform yourself. Specifically, the Hearthstone Reddit forums.
Let the vengeance begin! They have wronged us! Iron breakers! May the violence speak and the enemy
We're not gonna have alien isolation towards the end of the stream, we're gonna have it in the middle of the stream. So we have the prime time between 11 and midnight. So we'll start the alien isolation in about an hour and 15 minutes. We're probably gonna play it for about 1 to 2 hours. Get the intro out. Playing the game in detail and hoping for completion or extreme paranoia insanity. Kappa. I do not expect long sessions because that game is frustrating and scary. So long sessions are not good. If I pass the medical part, I think I may be fine. The medical part scares the shit out of me. Just thinking about it right now makes me nervous. It's just a game. It's just a game, guys. It's just a game. Yes, Alien streaming tomorrow Warhammer. We're having a long stream today. At least 10 hours. I woke up late and the vampire hours are on. Sorry for ruining your sleep schedule.
For the ancestor gods! Quarrelers!
I don't have any alcohol. Oh my god. Panic! Panic time, I don't have any alcohol. Better back. Okay, I'm good, I'm good. Store closes in 10 minutes, but the gas station works 24/7. That's where you get booze after 10 PM. My brother will buy some. Okay, I'm here.
It is a reckoning!
Need some beer to calm the nerves.
Organ gunner! Cromwell armor for the Coruscant Corps! Flame cannon! Organ gunner! They have wronged us! Organ gunner! Flame cannon!
No, you can't get too drunk. You won't be able to play that game. You're gonna get lost in the whatever those things are called, ducts, passages, what they called, vents. You won't be able to hack properly. Man, trust me, I know.
It is a reckoning.
Just wanna drink enough to stop shaking.
Iron breakers! Thunderers! No shoddy contraptions here! The clans unite! Charge! Nothing can stop us! Move now! Fire on the foe! Is it time?
We talk shit about the Archaeon's trait in Warhammer 2, man. I'd kill for that trait while playing Alien. Even psychology. Holy shit.
Gyrocopter! Wow.
I managed to complete Outlast in one session. I quit Alien like 4 times. But I still pick Alien as the big donation goal over the Skarasnik Total War style. I rather get scared and paranoid for 25-30 hours than lose hair for 200 hours.
Gyrocopter! For the Karazenko! Wanderers! Balance ready!
How many armies was here? 3 or 4? Are those marauders? Outlast 2 is not a good game, it's just frustrating. It was not even scary.
For the ancestor gods! Take an aim! To the forge! For the ancestor gods!
Is there a fire here? 4.1. We have extra explosive damage. Probably put flame cannons. Accuracy matters as well.
Organ gunner!
Accuracy is important too. Here comes the chariots.
Yes, then! Strike out! Shine like gold! Now move it! Abreast
Just stop
base!
fire. Maybe, no, it's fine.
Karazenko!
One chariot.
Dwarfen might!
Knights. We'll use the flash bomb.
As you say!
Stop their charge. I play Amnesia. I did. It was scary. It was scary. I tried. I watched Quill 18 play Amnesia, so I know most of the game from watching it, and I got scared just by watching him. Back in the day.
Iron breakers! Wanderers!
They play Fear now.
Let the vengeance begin!
Quill 18 used to be one of my go-to guys to watch on YouTube
Fire! The next kill is ours!
since Civilization 5 release, but don't really have time to watch much. I just watch some people I support on Twitch, that's it.
Rage beyond reckoning!
We have to be active for the next flame cannon now.
Smiting upon
Should slow down one of the units here so it goes up more speed. Fire here.
all dead
Clear that wizard before he gets lucky.
flame cannon! Next kill is ours!
Nice, stop fighting. We're gonna preserve some of the ammo. Breaking through here.
Fire at will!
If formation is messed up, you can do this really fast. Arrow down and up at very fast, and they'll just reform without moving. See?
Range fast! The clans unite! Flame cannon! Gyrocopter! Range far, range fast! Nothing can stop us! Take...
There is no Chaos or Beast campaign planned anytime soon. I don't like these factions right now. They're in a pretty frustrating shape. I don't think we're gonna be playing any Beast or Chaos until they release Warhammer 3. But you never know. You see this here? They will reform eventually, but sometimes you have to do it yourself. The guard mode does this automatically, but not always.
Gyrocopter! Move now! Strike out! I see command! Range far, range fast! I know!
I watch some Dan's Gaming these days. He has an excellent program in the this month, every year. I think it's every year. And he was playing some game where nothing was happening. It was supposed to be a horror game. And the fact that nothing was happening for so long made me so paranoid that something bad is about to happen. So I had to stop watching.
Fire of the earth! All dead I'll get! Move!
That was close. Haven't controlled the ammunition good here. This is not good for the missile guns. You're gonna have to dodge good here and turn. Man, that was a 3 hit. Oh! The basic maneuvers left. Oh! Oh!
Move! Right! Yes, Lord! Anad! Go! Pick your targets well!
Oh! These boys have been with us for a long time. Can't lose them.
Plow through!
God damn it!
Nothing can stop us! Kill them all in here!
They're actually wore us down enough here. I wasn't managing the ammo properly here. It caused a mess.
Gyrocopter!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Go!
Oh shit.
Far, range fast! Take him down!
Bye-bye.
Plow through!
Good night.
Is it time? Thunderers!
Oh man, they almost got us here through the line. Look at that Brimstone gun, 45 health. This guy has seen some shit, this spell. Oh boy, here comes another projectile.
Nothing can stop
Too short.
Go! Go!
Didn't manage the ammo good in this battle. I got distracted, I guess.
Iron breakers!
That guy's gonna be a chaos dwarf after the war is over. He's seen too much. He's gonna come home to his family, and he's gonna murder everybody. He's gonna join the chaos dwarfs in Warhammer 3. He's seen too much bad shit happen.
Let the vengeance begin! Yes, then. Range far, range fast. Aye, to arms! This takes me back.
He's gonna come home after the war. I'm done, woman. Whatever they call their wife. He's gonna ask for a divorce and become a slayer. End it.
Cheers!
Travel to Karakadrin.
Iron breakers! At last, to the front! Kazukan Kazakitpa! Shocks away!
How many hell cannons we destroyed? 3 this battle. And we're taking some serious damage.
Gets!
What? Probably serious, we don't get shot by the cannons. Looks like the corpses are glitched again. Look at this. God damn it, man! What is going on here? Have it permanent and disappear. It's as many many armies we can take this turn without pushing it. 2600 battle loot, not bad. I think we got them all. Now in Warhammer it's dwarves with a F. Why the Hell Cannon dwarves unbreakable? It's because the Hell Cannon. The Hell Cannon is a demon, and all demons are supposed to be unbreakable. I think. Yeah, this is no problem. How many Hell Cannons? 1 Hell Cannon. We're gonna have to tank it. Demon's supposed to be you know, in a word, chaotic, unpredictable, and like with immeasurable power. They can even measure the strongest things in the their universe.
Iron breakers!
So it's only normal that they're unbreakable.
Vengeance! Shine like roe! Dinocopter! They have wronged us. Iron breakers! For the High King! We demand blood!
The Hell Cannon is actually supposed to be moving by itself. The Chaos Dwarfs are there just to control it, try to control it, which they don't always succeed.
We demand blood! Iron breakers!
They're supposed to lose control from time to time. But the CA didn't make Hell Cannon anything special other than a regular artillery piece with Unbreakable. It's supposed to be exceptional with some veiled factors in it as well. It used to be like that, but it got over-nerfed. But never really unique mechanics to it from being anything more than artillery. Except Unbreakable. Unbreakable to the Hell Cannon pretty much guarantees it that you have to destroy the Hell Cannon, otherwise you're gonna just keep getting fired upon. The fact they removed the ammo from it, they ruined it. Especially for the AI. It used to be one of the most powerful, frustrating units to face in the battle as the player. And that's probably because they nerfed it, just a silent nerf, so everybody has an easy time against Chaos. And they're still complaining about the Hell Cannons even to this day. That's slightly my opinion about it. The fact they changed the ammo and they didn't increase the entities kind of made it much weaker for the AI, because the AI don't even get the technology for it. If they would get the technology, the Hell Cannon it's pretty good then. Technology and battle skill gives armor, so the Hell Cannon is almost as it used to be. Almost. They're basically justifyingly so over-nerfed it. There was no reason for it. Other than some sad attempt at being more used in multiplayer.
Is it time? Move now! Range falling!
That's good, Goldblood, that's good.
Trucks away!
That's good. Because if that thing works, it might be definitely the most powerful weapon the Dwarfs can use for tanking. We were so blinded by the perfect trigger that we totally ignored that one. But the Rune of Slowness opened my mind.
Strike out! Go! Charge! Off we go! Move! Nothing can stop us! Strike out! Shoot the wizards!
We need 15 shots.
Charge!
It's gonna be impressive if we manage to destroy this Hell Cannon.
Plow through! As you command! On! Yes, Lord! Nothing can stop us! Go! Move now! Take him down! Range far, range fast! Move! Plow through! Nothing can stop us! God! Move off! Pick it up! Come on. Go! Move! Range far, range fast! Gyrocopter! Move now! Strike out! Charge! Hadoo!
Debris. Got him. But defeated all the Chaos armies that was able to attack us this turn. There was a lot of them. Well, I get 27% replenishment on the beginning of the turn. It's actually 32 since we encamped. Something about that. Much better loot. We get so much better loot for finding here as well. Not as big as the Dark Hells, but it adds up. Replenishment. Hard to say, what was it? The victory result's been glitched since battling with at least Warhammer 1. In a few turns we'll get another confederation. Togrim army is gonna be against the Chaos next turn. We got Brimstone guns. Uh, 73 times any flavor. So much for Ungrim there, huh? Too close to 4 Rostros. Kislev is recruiting constantly up to 9 armies. So protecting Kislev was a good thing because they actually destroy a lot of it. Border Prince have taken a foothold on Ultuan, wow. And they're starting to destroy Chaos as well. I estimate the air will destroy over 30% of the Chaos at least. Until the Chaos invasion arrives. Both Kislev and the Border Prince can have 10 armies right now. Why is my heart racing all of a sudden? Is it because I'm playing Alien Isolation for 4 minutes? Oh boy. Alotan is doing okay. This is not good, they might go into Norska territories. This is the second time Axis of Neg got destroyed. If this starts happening every campaign, I'll stop calling him Cockroach. Itza has recovered some of the military, but this army is not good against Chaos. Oh boy. Oh boy. Need to send help here. Boligar is close. Was it a Confederation? Oh, they actually got destroyed. The Hanuman got wrecked. Shiruiz is currently stuck in jungle, waiting for Master Engineer. I know solution foiled. It's, you know, you have to defeat Archaeon, get him with psychology, and then play Alien. But first you have to kill 70 armies, so 90 armies of Chaos, so you can get to Archaeon.
What orders? Send me to vengeance. For the wisdom of Valea, time for a reckoning. Forwards.
Courage, Ancestor Rune. Nothing here. Okay, we'll have Tactician, Tradition, Innovation, Grim Airs, Thunder here. The Brimstone guns will help with the when they get more stuff. Confederation penalty, one more turn.
I have the forge fires glowing. I grow restless.
Grow restless.
I am the Slayer King.
This will be fine to see. We need to get rid of this army as well. This is totally auto-resolve, but it's fine to see.
My doom approaches.
Hopefully, I'm gonna make sure to get into action here before these guys kill everything.
We are relentless. Move now.
This is one of the most powerful infantry units in the game, but you only can only one of them.
Shield bearers, ho! Plow through. Yeah! Get off your bones, lads! Rock out! And that! We stand put!
I've literally seen 3 goblin archers shoot all their arrows into this unit, and I think we had like 1 or 2 casualties.
I am the Slayer King!
The Gors can do some damage here.
I will not rest!
Gors have decent attacking damage. I think all the shields should get another 10%. That's the way to go forward.
Slayer King!
The Lord will get some kills here.
For the Dawi are worthy!
Circa I'm not that really into mods. I do like to try some things from time to time, but you know, not really that into suggestions. I do like to see chaos better. That's why, you know, I'm considering chaos, you know, mods, because the chaos is really sad in the main game.
Let clans unite! Ungrim Iron Fist! Gods! Charge!
They don't even have physical resistance here. We totally skip technology for the defense.
The axe of Dargo thirsts! Race far, race fast! Nothing can stop us! It is an order! Shield bearers, ho! Halt! Kill them! Go! Kazok!
You know what's the crazy thing? The Iron Breakers haven't lost any vigor yet. We do have obstinance in this army though.
Come through! Get in there! Fight like Elgin! Dwarf honor is at stake! Strike out! Ready to strike! Plow through! Move to attack! Slay the Oathbreakers! Ironbreakers! To the Tarazan Tour! That'll do! Ironbreakers! Get there! Go! On my oath, they die! Yes, yes!
I would like to see 10% more on the shields, and depending on the unit, 10 to 30% natural missile resistance to all units. With some more missile resistance on technologies to various factions like the Chaos, Beastmen, Greenskins, especially the heavy melee factions. I think that's a must for the game.
Forwards! Ah, to die in battle. The Slayer in me seeks death.
Armed and ready.
Yeah. How's Kislev looking with the military? Kislev. Pretty good. Rank 12.
The axe thirsts for war. By the crutch bearer's will. I am the white dwarf.
We could destroy most of this right now, but they're just gonna come again. We need Archaeon. We're lacking expansion.
You know who I am? An ant. How can I help? Headed out.
Let's protect Kislev here
Aye, I'll see it done. Yes.
and help it here.
Come then. Let us begin.
Okay. These are the 3 lightning strike: Gromdal, Roman, and Torgrim. These 3 are here to destroy Chaos Invasion. So far, just stopping the rise of Chaos so they don't raise everything here. The Dwarves have easy time with this because the settlement is not in harm's way, so they can ally with all the other people and just help them with their armies. I don't like the idea of these guys going around.
Yes, the throng is mustered. Target these oaths, Glitty.
Oh, another guild master.
Ready.
Guys, very nice followers.
King's command. Using guild routes. Cease beyond your comprehension. I'll cast the runes. Never. Armed and ready. Tempt me not, vengeful rune lord. No scum.
Let's see what happens here.
Onward.
Some kind of weird behavior happening here which I experienced before. They started to replenish again.
Yes, let's move.
They didn't have the army next to them before. This might be influencing it. We've seen that behavior here, and in the Chaos Wastes. It's something with the spaghetti ball.
Yes, let's move. What orders? Got then.
Runes are ready. The runesmith's duty is never done.
Oh, another room bearer, finally.
The layers will
Every army needs to get a room bearer.
to you.
Aye.
Zoltan recovering slowly. This is 10% more campaign mood range. Another out marcher.
Vengeful Runelord. I'll get on it. High up. King of AP.
We need to go save the south.
I'm going.
Look at the damage to arm breakers. What? Where? What range? Where the cannons at?
Onwards. To battle. Moving out.
Ooh, regeneration for the arm breakers 10 turns. An arquist.
Iron armor. Leading.
Rank 12. This is rank 14, okay. All the units have regeneration now for 10 turns. We're gonna go have to save the south.
Summoned me.
Shit wizard.
Nothing to do here. Let's go.
You're going around, huh?
It's a clan and
Port Belligar.
for clan honor.
Let's see what we can do here.
Move.
No.
Onwards.
Fulfill my janky oath.
If I beat him here, the reinforcements will come here from the north. I think they have this under control. Best not to sell out here. They'll still try to reinforce, but we don't want them to reinforce extra.
Master engineer at your service. He'll struggle now.
Auto-resolve here would have been nice, but the odds are not good, because it could destroy the whole army. And we replenish before they come with another army. That's an easy win on the field though. Minor damage. Where are the ranks for the engineers? Here. Iron mines, gold mines, stone quarters 5%.
Grimnir's axe thirsts. Throw bearers. Let's march.
This is gonna pile up no matter what. Just need to replenish here.
The High King acts.
We actually get more replenishment outside. It's just for the arm that taken it. It's sort of faction wide. The army buffs will go here. Like for example the movement range from the engineer. And it should be here, the curse of cannibalism 10 turns. These are the buffs for the army specific. These are the buffs for the faction. Are the Arndrex to the previous cost? The Thunderous is just better unit overall. It's a flavor unit. But what the cost? No, that unit has bizarre upkeep for some reason. Bizarre. I mean, look at this. A unit of Iron Breakers, 100 Elite Warriors, 556. Unit of Iron Drake Stormhammer Torpedo, 28, 495. The Slayers are almost the most expensive, but Giant Slayers are ridiculous, especially with all the buffs. The most expensive unit is still the Flame Cannon. It's supposed to be the most advanced technology the Dwarves have. The Thunderers can do more damage at a longer range, anything the Trollhammer can do, and better. And they are a lower tier unit that costs much less. So yeah, what the fuck were they think when they were designing that unit? I have no idea. It's basically Spearmen and Spearmen with shields. The Thunderers are Spearmen with shields plus more, while the Trollhammer Torpedo are Spearmen but less, which costs more. It's mind-boggling. If they had 20-30 more base range, their technologies and battle skills adding range too, that could be totally viable over the Thunders. Oh, totally. But they still cost 2 times compared to Thunders. But the costs are not that much important in the campaign. If you want to get a unit, you're gonna get a unit anyways. Basically, Thunderers are Graveguard, and the Trollhammer Torpedo is Skeleton Warriors. No joke. Same role, just more expensive and shittier. The range alone makes the Thunderers do the same job better. And keep in mind, they're 80 shooters, which reload faster. If you add the engineer to the mix with technologies and battle skills which are superior compared to the technologies and the skills of the Iron Drakes, a unit of Thunderers will do a Trollhammer Torpedo job twice as good. 2 times. Because the Thunderers scale better with experience, battle skills and technologies, because they have better ones as well. It is fascinating how Thunder technology is almost 2 times better than the Trollhammer Torpedo technology. And Trollhammer Torpedo is supposed to be more advanced, deadlier technology than the Thunderer. But the balance issues with 80 versus 28 and making Trollhammer Torpedo tier 5. Whoever is designing this unit knows shit about the game, or let alone plays the game. Because even in the multiplayer, I never see a Trollhammer Torpedo outperform a Thunder. The range alone makes it inconvenient to use, and they have to turn around. The enemy player can mess them with their angle as well. They get hit by the cavalry, they get even killed faster than Thunders. But the sad thing to say is they still fit the Dwarves better than the unit of Hammerers, which lack flavor for the armies. There should be a technology or a lord or around the Hammerers that makes the Hammerers viable. What should do it? Missile resistance technology and a ward save from the Lord. Because without extra missile resistance and ward save on the Hammerers, they're not very good at all. They don't fit the Dwarf army. If the Hay King had a flavor for the Hammerers, they gave them like 20% ward save, and if there was a missile resistance technology for the Hammerers to give them 20 missile resistance, it would be viable, and it would be definitely an option to the Iron Breakers.
Welcome, Knights of Britonia.
Exactly, Dr. Beck, exactly. The giant slayers made the hammers look even worse. But it's not the hammer fault, it's the whole game's fault. The melee units are like 15 to 20% behind. And as the units get experience, even further behind, because the range units get additional buff with experience compared to melee units. And the technology could cover this issue, but they failed to do so. The melee units, especially the unique ones, the great ones, the chosen, the hammerers, the black orcs, any of the saurus, they need some missile resistant technologies. This game is crying for missile resistance, but developers do not hear it. It has to be on technology. 10 to 30% missile resistance for various units on the base and more on technology. And even with that resistance, the range units will still dominate with the how powerful they are. They would just make these units more viable so they actually can be picked over and actually can survive to get closer. The missile resistance will reduce damage from the artillery, explosions, and the various OP range units in the game. The chaos looks really bad, even the lizardmen, due to the overpowered range damage in the game. The hammers are it's a bad option in the army because it doesn't fit it's a quality unit that doesn't fit the dwarf compositions due to dwarves wanting to kill everything with artillery and range, and this all behind the Ironbreaker shield wall. Even in melee, the Ironbreaker will last twice as long and still kill almost as good as hammers. The hammers have too much offense and no ways to survive, while the Ironbreakers have too much defense and enough ways to survive. They just don't fit the dwarf compositions and the current set of the game. Giant Slayers are fast. They are guaranteed to kill large units, so they can maneuver behind the line, so nobody harasses your artillery or range units. So they do fit dwarf armies. Only thing they suck in auto-resolve when you want things, conveniently done, especially, after the facing weak enemies. So you're gonna have to fight extra battles. This game needs serious balancing over the melee units. If they worried about the multiplayer balance, they could do it via technologies. The melee units are getting more and more behind as the game gets updated. The change to the battle skills that happened after Vampire Coast got released just pushed it over the edge, which made the melee units look even worse. Melee units are still, usable, but you're doing a try-hard wannabe flavor army instead of, an efficient army. You can still have a scenario when you can use range to delete the enemy range and still use melee units to target their melee units, but they're behind. Not only your melee gonna get tracked by the enemy range, but you're gonna just get punished for trying flavor. You should never get punished for this. There should be a way to improve this so it's viable. And even with the solutions I'm proposing, they're still gonna have issues against range, especially artillery. So what I'm suggesting is adding natural missile resistance to all units, depending on the unit quality and logic, 10 to 30%. Ironbreakers could probably get 30%, all shields get another 10%. Ironbreakers, the only thing Ironbreakers should be vulnerable in the game is to explosions and magic. It's their only weakness, that's how it should be. Like unit like a Thunderer should get 10 missile resistance. Unit like a Gyrocopter, since it has high armor, it's flying metal unit, maybe 20 missile resistance. Togrim only has natural 15, this is the natural missile resistance, maybe gets another 15 natural. Stuff like Kolek should get 30 maximum, Grimgor 30 maximum, Chosen Shield 30 maximum, and still waits for the Chosen Hammerers and any inequality elite units that are not supposed to be weak to arrows, more miss resistance. The natural miss resistance is a solution to the range problem, and then various technologies to improve miss resistance. Especially for factions like Greenskins, Beastmen, and Chaos. Those factions must have higher miss resistance in their units, and technologies for those units as well, for miss resistance. Miss resistance is breaking those factions because those are melee oriented and not really threat or fun to play because of these problems. Of course, you can always increase overwhelming quality in your army, and then, you know, by the sheer amount of quality and lightning strike, you will still be winning battles, but those units are behind. Adding miss resistance not only lowers the threat of artillery, but also makes it more balanced to the enemy focus. So it's better than just lowering the range damage.
Retake the realm.
Another thing they could do, they could lower the bonus to reload times from veterans by half. So it's only increases half. Instead of getting a faster reload by 2 seconds, you get 1 second faster. Because this is a bonus that the range units get extra over the melee units, and it's causing issues in auto-resolve between the AI factions too. Because the all units get leadership, attack, defense with the veterancy, melee and range, and the range get additional reload time and invisible accuracy. It's there. So the range units, as they get experience, they get broken over the melee units in auto-resolve, which makes any faction with strong range units stomp the units that focus more on melee. In case Dwarf versus Greenskins, unless the Greens win early, they just have no chance, especially with the new Empire as well. It's just a big problem between AI versus AI auto-resolve, because they got pile-up experience over time anyways. These armies are fun. This is not going to ruin anything. This is just going to make it a little bit more balanced. So, you see those battles with the Iron Breakers and artillery shooting everything. Well, more times would be spent on melee and less time on enemy dying non-stop. They will still reach you, but those battles would be way more balanced in favor of the chaos quality and numbers, and not just the how OP the range is.
The dwarfs need me.
Of course, people say, you know, nobody's forcing you to play like this. So yeah, I'm gonna go get hammer, I'm gonna smash my toe, and we're gonna play the game like that, while we're bleeding with a broken toe. I'm not gonna restart the stream, boys. Warhammer will continue about 2 hours. We reached the alien isolation goal, so we're starting with alien isolation, new game, part 1 today. There'll be many parts. We're going to be playing in the sessions of at least 1 hour nearly every day. I will see you guys in 10 minutes.